working at Kondaveti Degree College, Gopalapuram. Now we are discussing about the first prose lesson, Shyness My Shield, which is written by M.K. Gandhi. First, we are teaching it for a examination purpose, question and answers. First, I will write it for you for a better understanding. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi is renowned as Mahatma and Bapuji. Just Mahatma Gandhi, Shyness My Shield is which is written by M.K. Gandhi. His full name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Is renowned. Renowned means he is well known and familiar as Mahatma. We know all about Mahatma Gandhi. Is a Mahatma and Bapuji. His another name is also Bapuji. He is the champion of truth and non-violence. We know about him very well, champion of truth and non-violence. He proposes or followed truth and non-violence. Next one, the present accept. Accept means which is taken by other part is Shyness My Shield. Shyness My Shield is our present lesson. It is from his autobiography, which is taken from autobiography. Autobiography means which is written with his own hands. That is My Experiments with Truth. Gandhi autobiography is My Experiment with Truth. It reveals his situation in London. This Shyness My Shield or lesson or experiment with the truth is reveals his situation in London. He went to London for study law or barrister, and when he went London, his situation is a vegetarian. They follow naturally non-vegetarian. So, what is the situation at the time of Gandhiji or Mahatma? Now we will discuss about. Next, truth and his efforts to overcome shyness. What is this? Is a shyness. Do you believe that Gandhi is a shyness? No. He is a very brave leader and national leader and Mahatma. But we didn't think that is a shyness. What is the shyness means here? But one person has to do, that's the effort of to do anything or speak. But he can't deliver to others what he wants and what he wants do. So next reveals the situation in London and his efforts to overcome shyness and realizing his shyness has helped him in discernment of truth. He thinks that shyness is not a barrier to him. He is a helper to discernment of truth. Discernment of truth means find out the truth and find out the truthfulness. It's discernment means here find out and now about very well. Next is Gandhi was a member of Vegetarian Society in London. We know very well about Gandhi is a vegetarian person. When he went to London, he joined in Vegetarian Society. President of this society was Mr. Hill. That Vegetarian Society president who is here is Mr. Hills, a Puritan. Puritan means one who believes religious beliefs very strictly and ordained. Okay, Puritan. As Mr. Hills supports financially. Yes, Mr. Hills support financially. What financially supports? He supports Vegetarian Society financially. So, he is a very strong person at Vegetarian Society. No one couldn't talk against him. Okay, next, no one speaks against him. But he is a financial supporter of Vegetarian Society. Because of that reason, no one can talk against Mr. Hills. He couldn't support Dr. Ellingson. He means here Mr. Hills couldn't support Dr. Ellingson. Dr. Ellingson is one of the member of Vegetarian Society, but he couldn't support Dr. Ellingson. Why? Because he supported of vegetarianism, was in favor of birth control movement. Dr. Ellingson favor of a birth control movement. Birth control movement means they against to give a birth to two more children or many other children. This is a very against and opposite to the Puritanism. Because of that reason, he couldn't support Dr. Ellingson. Which is anti-Puritan. Birth control movement is anti-Puritanism. Anti-Puritanism means is religious beliefs against to birth control. Gandhiji was too shy to speak at meetings. Gandhiji always too shy, and he couldn't speak out others and speak his feelings at public. So it tells this line tells Gandhiji was too shy to speak at meetings. He shivered to speak. He is always shivered when he want to speak. He and go to dais or meeting place. He shivered to speak in the meeting to promote vegetarianism. So he has a desire to promote vegetarianism, but when he want to speak at meetings, he is very shivered and staggered when he went to meetings. Next one is at winter, he made himself ridiculous. Ridiculous he made when he went to meeting places, and he made himself ridiculous. Ridiculous means his others laugh at him because of his shyness and his speaking and his shivered. So ridiculous. While speaking his last meeting before his departure from London, he want to speak last meeting and last speech. When his last meeting before his departure from London, when he completed his barrister, he want to speak at his friends at last meeting in London. He said that his constitutional shyness was not a disadvantage. He says here his constitutional shyness means that's periodically shyness when he want to speak about others. He shivered, so that is a constitutional shyness, not a disadvantage. He tells us his shyness is not a disadvantage for him, as it taught him economy words. This shyness is taught him economy words means sparing of words, very careful of words. Here economy of words means here very little bit of words to speak others, and it's valuable words. It helped him in limiting his thoughts. Oh, okay, thus here less words create a less thoughts because it helped him in a limiting his thoughts. And next, he never uttered or wrote impromptu, means because of his shyness and economy of words, he is limiting of thoughts. Because of that advantage, he never speak or write impromptu, means unimportant words. He never regretted anything after he spoke or write matter. Next, he never regretted means here he never feel about his writings or his speakings here. As a last paragraph, he says that silence is not his weakness but a part of spiritual discipline. Mahatma Gandhi says here, he says that silence is not his weakness. He tells us that silence is not my weakness. Silence is not his weakness at that time, but a part of a spiritual discipline. It leads to this shyness leads to spiritual discipline. Because of that, he now to God and how to spiritually ground is he learned at this point. A man of few words means a man of economy words. Later we discussed about this. A few words means very little words will rarely be thoughtless. If you want to speak very less words, we are not a thoughtless means thinkless. If you want to speak a few words, we carefully thought our thoughts and think about our thoughts. Yeah, also Gandhiji here very few words. He think each and every situation in his words, in his speech. He admits that his shyness is a shield and buckler. He admits means he tells about that his shyness His shyness is shield and buckler. Shield and buckler means shield is a protector of warrior. When he went to war, he used a shield, and buckler means head protector or helmet. Okay. Next, that's in his own words, my shyness has been in reality my shield and buckler. He says here, his shyness, Gandhiji's shyness has been in reality. Shyness in reality is a shield and buckler for Gandhi. Next, buckler. It has allowed me to grow. This shyness, actually shyness doesn't grow to someone, because Gandhi says shyness is very prominent or important to him to grow a spiritually and a disciplined life. It has helped me in my discernment of truth. Shyness helped to Gandhi. Discernment of truth means find out the truth and find out the spirituality and find out the God. So this is our class is Shyness My Shield, which is written by M.K. Gandhi. Okay, good day students. Next we will discuss about other lesson. Okay, thank you.